Today I'm going to bring to you a lower body dynamic strength session, and what I mean by that is some of the exercises will be dynamic while others will be pure strength exercises. We've got 8 different exercises to do today, and as I said, all lower body. I've set up my backyard, but if you don't have a backyard, it can be easily set up inside in the lounge room. One of the pieces of equipment that I think you definitely need is what we call a booty band. You don't have to call it that. It doesn't have to be a booty band. It can be even a race belt that you've tightened, but it's something that you can put around your around your knees just to add a little bit more resistance, because we're going to be doing a lot of squats today. Before we get on to the actual exercises, I recommend before we start any sort of strength session to do a short warm-up. It only has to be 10 minutes worth. Anything from just high knees on the spot, jackknives, even some mountain climbers. So anything to warm the body up, getting it ready for this session. It's not a good idea to go into a strength session with no warm-up at all. All right, so the first activity, or the first session, is going to be prisoner squats. Really simple. You don't need equipment. I like to use this because it provides just a little bit more resistance. As I said, you can use a race belt. It's just above the knees. All right, really important. Again, before we start any of our strength exercises, switch the core on. Prisoner squats, up straight, back nice and straight. Don't look down, look straight ahead, and it's just a simple squat, squeeze the glutes. So if you see side on, I keep my body nice and straight, standing up tall, squat, squeeze, squeeze. Really important when you do this exercise that knees don't fold inwards, knees are out. So a little bit more than shoulder width apart for the legs, feet pretty much looking forward. Remember, don't roll forward, keep up nice and straight, think about your posture, switch the core on, knees out. And I want you to do this for 40 seconds straight. Once 40 seconds is up, you can have 20 seconds break in between. So the timing for today's session, 40 seconds on, 20 seconds break. Okay, second activity or second exercise today, squat lunge. So for this particular exercise, you need to stay down in that squat position for the entire 40 seconds. If you feel like you can't quite cope, you can come back up for a second, reset and go back down again. But obviously, starting and staying in this squat position, you can have arms up, or if you prefer to just have your hands in front, but you stay down in that squat position and lunging forward. Again, try to keep eyes level. Try not to look down too much. Do it this way. So staying in that squat position and lunging forward. Again, if it starts to get too much, reset for a second, back down. You can do opposite hand. Okay. That's exercise number 2. Okay, exercise number 3 requires a band again. If you don't have a booty band, as I said, you can always use an old race belt and just tighten it so that you've still got some movement, but you definitely have that resistance. So again, putting it on. And what we're going to do now are in and out squats. So starting up nice and tall, jump squat. So in and out squats. This is a dynamic movement, so try and really control the squat from the side. Again, remember with that band, make sure that you are pulling those knees out. Don't let them fall in. And again, 40 seconds on and 20 seconds off. All right, for exercise number 4, you do need to find either a low bench or a stool. Now I've got a couple of things here that I can use. I've got a bench, I've got a sunbed, and I've also got a stool down the end here. So it's anything where you can actually step up. So what we're going to be doing is a lunge with a knee drive, okay? So you're going to start in the lunge position, lunge, come up, knee drive, down into a lunge, come up, knee drive, lunge, knee drive. It really needs to be a completely controlled exercise, particularly with the knee drive. Don't want you wobbling. It's about switching on the core, the glutes. Really control that knee drive. Back down into a lunge, whoop. Knee drive, lunge, knee drive. 40 seconds on each leg, so don't change legs. I want you to stay on the same leg and I want you to fatigue that leg. So once you've done 40 on, 20 off, switch it around and do the reverse lunge and knee drive on the other leg. All right, exercise number 5 is a Bulgarian split squat. So it is still a squat and not a lunge. Again, you need to find a bench. One leg on. With this other leg, just jump it out a little bit, but remember we don't want it all the way out because we don't want it to be a lunge. We still want this leg to go up and down. Okay, so Bulgarian lunge. I still like to use alternate arms. Straight up, straight down. Again, 40 seconds on each side. Once that 40 seconds is up, you can swap sides. Really drive up, up. Don't forget to breathe. Okay, so it's a Bulgarian split squat. Okay, exercise number 6 is a dynamic exercise. It's a jump, squat, lunge combination. Some people find this a little too difficult, especially to go through for the full 40 seconds. I always tell people to start with the dynamic version, and if it gets too much, then you can go down to the lower impact version, which I'll show you as well. So what that means is we start with a jump squat. So squat, split, and lunge. Squat, alternate lunging, squat, squat. Now again, if this gets too much, with the jump, squat, lunge, lunge, squat, lunge, lunge. But always try and do the dynamic version to start with, and then if that gets too much, you can always bring it back to the low impact version. 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. All right, exercise number 7 is a bit of a combination move again. It's 2 long jumps followed by 10 reverse duck walks. So you need a little bit more space for this. Again, I could use my deck, I could use inside. I'm lucky I've got a grassed area and the grass is nice underfoot, so I'm going to go down here on the grass. So it's 2 long jumps followed by 10 reverse duck walks. So 1, 2, and the duck walk, stay down really low. It doesn't need to be quick, it just needs to be low. When you get to 10, again, reset. 1, 2, stay down low, 10 reverse duck walks. Don't want to see you creeping up, stay down nice and low. It's really important when you do the 2 long jumps that you find something that's suitable to jump on, and it's heel toe, all right? Try not to keep your knees straight, try to keep them soft, all right? So when you land, if you're landing heel first, nice soft knees, okay? So nice soft knees. Let your quads take the impact. Okay, that's exercise number 7. Okay, the 8th and final exercise for today for our lower body strength workout. It's called a combination squat. It's 3 different exercises in one. Again, I like to use my band just for that little bit of added resistance. So again, band goes on. And it's a combination of 3 different quad exercises or squat exercises, and you do it 4 times each. So the first one is just a normal squat. So all the way up, all the way down, 2, 3, 4. Then it's 4 squat pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4. So with the squat pulses, remember, stay down low and you are just pulsing. And then the last 4 is the frog squats. Okay, so hands, elbows in between knees, down nice and low. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll show that from the side. Really important to keep a really tabletop flat back. elbows in the knees, helping the knees stay out. And it's just a hinge movement, 2, 3, 4. So if I go through the whole thing, it's full squat for 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Squat pulses, 1, 2, 3, 4. And frog squats, 1, 2, 3, 4. You go through that for 40 seconds, and I bet every single one of you, your quads will blow. And that's the idea. We want that fatigue in the quads. So that's 8 different exercises I've just given you today. 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. Try for 2 rounds through. So going through all 8 twice through. I like to go 3 times through. It's a good workout. So I recommend, if you haven't been doing a lot of strength training, just go 2 times through to start with, and then work your way up to 3 times through. Okay, thanks guys. See you.